Hello, everyone. Kirk Kelly from wet and cold Tallahassee. I give you a weather report like every week, but it's like Larry Ryan always talking about how beautiful South Florida is. Well, Tallahassee's kind of cold and rainy today, but guess what? We still have rally and tally. Beautiful yesterday, and we had our rally and tally. We just really had a great event over at the Governor's Club. Maybe I can't express to you just how exciting it was to have the president of the Senate to come in and talk with us. He gave us like 35 minutes just to talk with us, interact with us. That's a special thing, especially now with all of the stuff going on in Tallahassee, and to get him away out of his office and to come in and talk with us. It also goes to show you that President Ben Albritton cares about children and families. He always has. He and his wife Missy have been really engaged in this issue, and if you were there and you saw it, you would see how he just spoke from his heart about the great things. Now he's got a lot of responsibilities, but he is an advocate for us, and we are really excited to have him. And then to have Senator Stan McClain and Representative Ryan Chamberlain to come in and talk about the limited liability legislation that we're putting forward this year. Both of them they have a great wisdom and courage to be able to run this piece of legislation. We're greatly appreciative of them. They had a great interchange with us, and so if you weren't here for Rally and Tally, well, I'll just tell you, you missed a chapter out of your life because it was fun, it was quick, but it was something that we focus on. And now people right now are in the halls working, and they'll be doing that today and tomorrow and so forth, and having great conversations. What we're working on is critical this year. And I've told you this, I told you we have a robust conversation on legislation that is critical for us. And we're going to be advocating for pretty strong stuff this year. There's a lot going on. I won't rehash all of that right now. But what I can tell you is I was as pleased and as heartened to see the interest and engagement from our leaders in our system of care up here, engaged in our board meeting, fantastic board meeting. Thank you, Mike Watkins. Thank you, Mike DeBreezy, for your leadership of our board. Thank you, board members, for the great board meeting. We really accomplished some great conversation. We use that as an opportunity to move into the right directions for community-based care. That's what this is all about. It's a bubbling up, and then when we get in our board meetings, we begin to make decisions on directions. We did a great job of that yesterday, and then today with our meetings with members, and tomorrow meetings with members. Sunshine, bless you. Thank you for your support of Rally and Tally. You are such a wonderful partner. And you're always there for us. I can call on Julie. I can call on the leaders at Sunshine Health, and they're outstanding, and they care about what we do in this system. Our relationship with them is as strong as it's ever been, and they're actually helping us really expand into areas that we need to grow into, and some of the things that we're working with our learning community. I also want to thank Selfless Love. They brought youth up here. It's amazing to see the great work that Ashley and Kelly and the folks at Selfless Love and JR, the good work they all do. And we just really appreciate their support of the coalition, their support for children, and actually support for our Rally and Tally. And so we very much thank them. Also, I know that Lisa Kroger and Devereaux supported our organization, as well as Kim Daughtry and Heartland for Children both supported our organization and sponsored our Rally and Tally. I also want to thank Karen Flotsitz and Community Partnership for the great work that they do in their sponsorship as much. It's heartening to have such great partners in this. It makes it possible that we can put this event on. I would be remiss if I did not stop and thank my staff. I'll start with Natasha. Obviously, she's charged to put the Rally and Tally together, and she did a marvelous job. I had many compliments about the work that she did and the way that she organized it. But the entire staff, Patricia Nellius, informing our board on things that we work on our strategic plan. So all of this was a major team effort. And we've just, I say it, you hear me say every week, I have probably one of the most exciting, dynamic, and professional teams that work and love you. And so I'm thankful for that. That's maybe not always the case in association work. Well, I got one. I got a great team. I wanted to hire that. I wanted to have people that cared about you. And so they do. And with that, it demonstrated itself with the response to Rally and Tally and the work that we're informing the legislature. So next week, the legislature will be off. They're not coming up. And then the following week, it starts. The session begins. We have 60 days. I call it the most dangerous 60 days of the year. This year, we're going to look at it as one of the greatest opportunities for us. And so we've got a lot of opportunities that we're engaging. So let me just give you an announcement real quick, and I'll make sure that we put this all throughout the newsletter and that you understand it. We're not going to have a call on Monday morning. Okay. So, and there's a couple of reasons for it. Number one, we've all been together this week, so we don't need to have another call. We'll just sort of rehash some of the stuff, but also our leadership, including me, will be out of town. We will not be available to be able to be on the call. So we're going to give you a week off, and we appreciate you, all the times you get on there. I'll make sure somebody gets on, because not everybody watches the newsletter, but if you're on our call, it tells me you're not watching my newsletter. So you need to do that. And we appreciate all the great work you're doing. And I appreciate my staff and all the great work they're doing through making sure that we're informing you constantly. All right, moving into session, it's coming together. I think the work that we've got some, I thought it was going to be pretty difficult to get some of the stuff done. I think we got a better shot at some of it this year. You never know the whole legislative process. I try not to promise stuff that I cannot deliver on. But I do try to promise you that we are working diligently, and we have made good progress this year. I'm going to call on you. I'm going to need you. You're watching this. It's you that I'm talking to. I'm going to probably need you involved in this process. And we're going to need to have a collective we working together if we're going to be able to get some of these big issues that we're facing addressed this year. All right. With all that, you have a great weekend. And again, no call on Monday, or no Zoom on Monday. We'll get right back to it the following week. And we look forward to continuing to do the great work. With that, I just tell you this every week: you continue to heal families, children and families, through love and peace. God bless you.